Last time on Gay Roleplay.
So we just had a big battle. The Capitan and Shannon have both passed out twice.
Yes, and Rux healed.
And something in the room is a mimic.
And something in the conservatory is a mimic. You are correct. You've gone through the house for clues of this haunting, and you found some old journals.
He killed the woman he was in love with?
Yeah.
Supposedly?
Because men.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cishet white man.
It is.
I was in love with you!
She obviously just hadn't had the right dick yet.
Oh my god. Bitch.
Cece will come back to the manor. You'll hear the door unlock. She's now wearing a lilac blouse with a gray suit and a sparkly dragonfly brooch on one of the lapels. So no more hauntings, no more screams. My client is good to move in.
Nonetheless, there is horrible murder in this building after this moment. But as of right now, there is no horrible little ghost.
Hey, and I can't help noticing that while you're writing stuff, your hand's all beat up.
Just had a little incident last night. Lin, you get a ping in your mind and realize that someone is touching that busted window at the agency that should not be doing so. Inspector Riceballs is snooping around the agency.
He's looking for the two of them, aren't they, isn't he?
We should make our way back, but if I'm not mistaken, I don't think you are within good graces of Inspector Riceball, so maybe it should be I and Linspector that speaks to him alone, and you two may go gallivanting elsewhere.
You wanna go deli furtado?
Why don't I invite my buddy Marcel Pulled Pork over to Deli Furtado for some? Maybe we can invite him to a game night from there.
Welcome to Roll Gay Roleplay, a real gay, real play D&D podcast. I'm Kris the DM, and this is the 4th episode we've recorded this week.
Damn.
It is. It's the 4th episode. We've been busy.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Katie, and I play Linspector St-Tite. But maybe he's taking over my life. There's hours of him this week.
Maybe the real Inspector St-Tite is the
Is
friends
me.
we made along the way. Oh,
I'm the titty
yeah.
inspector the whole time.
Oh. My name's Brandle, and titties are okay.
My name's Tisha, and I think titties are more than okay.
And hi, I'm Jonathan, and I belong to the Church of Latter-day Saints. Titties.
Specifically the tits of
Titties.
Latter-day Saints.
Latter-day Saint D's titties.
We have, since we did a enemy of the pod last week, we're doing an ally to the pod this week. We want to do some positivity because there are a lot of surprising allies, I think, or allies that you wouldn't expect. What made me want to do this is because Cody Rhodes, the wrestler, was recently seen holding up a trans flag at an event. And since Brody Streets was inspired by Cody Rhodes, it's just kind of cool to have an intermingling of the LGBTQ community and one of our characters. So Cody Rhodes is my pitch for a new ally to the pod.
Okay.
Cool.
My pitch is those. So this was kind of older, but in 2015, I believe, Ireland almost banned heterosexual marriage, trying to legalize gay marriage. And I actually think that that's perfect. I think that you need to take straight marriage away and give the gays the marriage. Only one group can have marriage at a time. We can't share.
Mom said it's my turn with the marriage.
It's my turn with the marriage. But yes, it's just because there was like legal wording technicalities and stuff, but I think it's so funny that they almost passed a law where they're like, oh, the gays can get married, but it's illegal. You heterosexuals.
I love it.
So, just Ireland in general?
Well, the Irish house at that time specifically. I think they also
Okay.
that specific group of politicians also almost legalized a bunch of illegal drugs in an accident.
I think you're right.
Yeah, like they had a couple of bad blunders. So the Ireland cabinet, specifically in 2015, and their series of escapades.
Yeah, let's get high and get gay married.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my ally of the podcast is actually Squidward Tentacles, because we love a musician with an inflated ego.
Mhm.
That's hi, my name is Jonathan, and
I'm so Squidward coded. In a podcast full of SquidwardBobs.
he is me and I am him. I am thou, thou art I. So yeah, I would say, also the episode where he like lost his shit and ate, an entire like vault full of Krabby Patties. Like that is so Jonathan. So yeah, ally of the podcast is Squidward Tentacles.
Okay.
I can get that.
Speaking of written characters, my pitch for an ally of the podcast is Neil Gaiman,
Ooh.
Ooh.
mostly because a lot of his writings and fiction, like Sandman and whatnot, it's full of LGBT characters. He has the last name Gayman, so that's also a point.
Yeah.
And
That's a good point.
he's married to Amanda Palmer, who's like an out loud proud bisexual who is part of the Dresden Dolls, like a badass, powerful woman.
Think she might be transphobic.
No, is she?
I'm just double checking.
Also, they're divorced.
Are they?
Yeah, they
I'm
divorced
bad at
like
this.
last year, 2 years ago.
Anyways, this is all just rumors off topic, but yes, I like Neil Gaiman. His books are like weird.
I'm still down for Neil Gaiman, but now I have to reassess Amanda Palmer.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't gone.
I'm not done yet. Neil Gaiman's very active on
Oh,
Tumblr,
okay.
which is the gayest fucking thing I've ever. Okay, go ahead.
Are you done?
I'm still thinking. Hang on.
Okay.
Please keep this in the recording.
You can tell it's our fourth time.
What about the dude that created the first queer Marvel character, Chris Claremont?
Oh,
He wrote that episode of North Star, where North Star came into the X-Men.
whoa.
Into all of them. Yes, we love a Mystique moment.
Into all of them too.
Was that your pick, Tisha?
No, I was waiting for Brandle to get done.
He
I
was
just trying to
he was
help.
fucking with you.
Oh, I would add Chris Claremont. A lot of his shit's super fucking gay.
That kind of made me change my answer, but I'm not sure. But I'm kind of now leaning towards Gail Simone. Love her on. She's very prevalent on social media as well. If you don't follow her, you should. Gail Simone. But my God, it's so hard. I have so many. Joan Rivers, Quinta Brunson. Wait, Quinta Brunson, she was the one that did,
Yes.
she was the meme, right? She was that first meme, like, people be gay.
And it's Quinta.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Quinta. Sorry.
Quintessential that you get that.
I've only ever read
she's
it,
very
I
funny.
You got
Quinta.
me fucked up.
Quinta Brunson.
Hey, you can't catch these
Yeah.
hands. Hands.
Okay, you know what? If we're picking only one person to join, I would go with Quinta then.
Quinta's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he got money.
Yeah.
Her face
Oh, he
is
get
Yeah.
a large popcorn and a drink. Oh, he got money.
At the movie theater, that's like $40 these days. Like,
Hello.
Right?
Okay. There's an episode of her doing the Hot Ones. It recently came out. If y'all ever want to watch it, it's
Oh, I haven't seen that.
really fucking good. She's hilarious, and she doesn't like eat the hot wing. She like thinks that the tip of her tongue is the hottest for the wing, so she just like takes a bite and then throws it immediately into the back of her throat to like try and swallow it without like having to taste it.
Like a shot.
It backfires. Yes, it backfires.
Like a shot.
You put all this heat back there.
She said, "Why is it coming back up?" Yeah, if we're gonna have one official member of the ally, I think this is our first time doing it. Well, no, this is not our first time doing ally.
Is it?
It's
Official.
like official time doing ally, I guess, because we talked about people that are welcome to podcast with us, like Lady Gaga and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Right. Because we haven't made anything official because we were like, well, if you want to be named an ally, that's something you have to pay for.
Period.
But are we making an exception for Quinta?
She got money though, so like
Miss
She got
Brinson?
money.
you could pay Quinta. You could pay Quinta, bestie, best friend. If you ever want to be on this podcast, I know that you fully studied improv and things like that, and that's where your expertise is. But like, also pay us.
Love getting paid.
We love getting paid. Also, never appear on a podcast that asks you to pay for it. Never.
Yeah, yikes.
But also, like, donations are nice.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I wasn't saying I wouldn't ask Quinta to pay to be on the podcast. I'm just saying also pay us.
Also write a check if you want to. Right.
Hello.
Yeah. Make a
Make a
donation
donation.
to us. So that way we can afford to start our first ever Allies of the
Mhm.
Pod.
We'll give
It'll
you
be
a
called
button.
Allies of the Abbott
Ooh.
Elementary Allies.
Pod.
Von Thor the Von Thor. You heard it, Quinta. If you want to come on, you can come on whenever you want.
Please.
For free.
free.
You can come on
For
for free.
free. Absolutely.
You're
And
invited.
I won't even like pick your brain about like little tidbits about Hollywood or anything like that. I just want to be in your space. So
Yeah, we'll pay
And
you.
if your agent is like, you can't do anything for free, we'll give you $5.
Yeah, I could Venmo you a couple bucks.
I can't afford you, Quinta. But
But gay discount.
to spend a moment basking in the light that you give off would be a treasure for me.
I would even write the story in an elementary school if you wanted. You could be teachers or students.
How do you feel writing for a very established writer like that?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I was going to say, I
man.
would be horrified.
Holy shit. I take it back.
Can you write the story for us
Yes.
for free?
Oh, I bet she'd be a great DM.
Oh my god. And here we go. So Quinta,
Yep.
you and Brandle Lee Mulligan and even Abria Iyengar, y'all all just get together and make your own D&D series.
3 strong black women.
Brandle Lee Mulligan is a strong black woman. Have you seen his wife? Yeah, he's the bottom.
Wait. I mean, I have no doubt.
Brennan, Isabella, Izzy, Roland.
She's been on a bunch of dropout stuff.
She is a very she looks like she just pegs him until the lights come on through the sun light.
Incredible.
Speaking of, there'll be some transitions here.
Quinta.
Please.
Quinta, write us a transition, please.
Speaking of getting paid, we just solved the case.
Hey.
Yeah, we did. And I'm going to add 2,000 gold to my inventory.
Yes. And you leveled up.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
2,000. I thought we got paid 1,200.
No.
that's what they told us. but
Bumped
they-
it up. Actually, I should divide this by
Lynn did
4.
very well bumping it up. Yes. Lynn and Shannon put the work in to get the money. I did calculate the commission that would be earned on this house, and it would be somewhere in the range of 400,000.
So,
Oh,
small pennies.
we really fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, we got 500 credits each, y'all. Living large.
Don't you take 10% out? Sorry for giving us less money. But so we each get 450. And then you take the 10%.
You're good at math. I'm just putting this into a calculator. Damn. Yeah, what Tisha said.
I'm okay at percentages.
I'm really bad at
That's the only
percentages.
math I can.
We have a lot of fun audio of Katie doing math, and then Tisha just saying the answer, and then Katie later says the answer.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
I'm like, my calculations and my machine. Burp, burp, burp. I'm like punch carding it in my fucking
Katie's
head.
got her abacus out.
I think most of it is because, like, oh, you don't trust that I'm giving you the correct number for some reason. Like, I've lied to you before about money.
Fake money.
So these level
Maybe you
ups.
should go to a therapist.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I don't have real money. I just have fake game money.
Okay.
I can only do so much. A D&D therapist, I cannot.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so everyone gets 450.
That's so many gloves and margaritas.
Exactly.
What happened with the level ups, though? I guess what level are you all now, too?
We're level 10, and I think
Oh.
somebody's level 11.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. Rux is level 11. Yeah.
Mhm.
Tisha.
Yeah.
So what happened with the level ups? Let's start with Bae.
They got a spell.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I'm going to kill somebody.
Uh-oh.
I I also got spells, but I got to raise my persuasion and my stealth. I had the choice of going into history because I'm a historian, but I said, you know what? No. So, and then I also got spells. I got a spell called wristwatch, which means I can put things in my pocket, flick my wrist, and then it goes into an extra dimensional space, so I can hide things in my pockets. And then I also got an attack spell called, well, it's kind of an attack spell, but it's called Big B's Hand, and I can summon a hand that can attack people.
Oh,
Interesting.
So
I don't think I knew this spell. Okay.
yeah, it's called Big B's Hand. You create a large hand of shimmering, translucent force in an
Oh, the gay
unoccupied space. Yes, we'll call it Clarissa's hand.
Bigby's hand, limp wrist.
Yes. It has an AC of 20, and it has equal hit points to me, and it can do 4d8 force damage.
Fuck.
Yes. So
Okay.
now, it can also block me from things too if I get hurt.
You need some protection for sure.
I need protection because, Lord knows, I'm good at positioning myself in a safe space. So,
We're learning Shannon is squishy.
squishy, honey.
What about Lin? What'd you get?
I got one thing. It's a new channel it's called Divine Intervention. So it's not part of my channel divinity at all, which is nice because I only get 2 charges of that. But this is a completely separate action. So as an action, I can request my deity's aid and roll a percentile dice. If my roll is equal to or less than 10, my deity intervenes. Your DM chooses the nature of the intervention. If successful, you can't use this feature again for 7 days. Otherwise, you can use it again after a long rest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we do it as like 7 days or 7 recordings?
That's a good question. I would think in game 7 days because that's who it's a character action, not a my action. But I could definitely see the argument for we take weeks between cases, so you'd have it every.
I think that we'll make that work as it happens because
Yeah.
we're kind of in a day-to-day with this podcast. We've skipped a few days here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends on when it's cast.
And I can only do it once, so. And there's like a 50-50 chance it won't work. Plus, also, the DM chooses the nature of the intervention. So even if I'm like, blow this door off the walls for us, Kris could be like, your god gives you 2 of the 3 pin codes. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay.
Also, wait, Hope. Who is your domain god? Or
that's a
goddess?
good question, actually. I don't know.
Marble.
Okay. Well, how are you? Okay.
I'm a knowledge domain cleric. I'm mechanically inclined. So I think it's
You choose your own god.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I wrote it down.
Oh, I mean, okay. I was gonna say I don't. Okay. I believe that your god should just be like a sentient abacus.
I mean, I have like this like weird little like I have like this weird little like old Nokia phone that's really powerful that I keep forgetting to use. It's always really useful
You
to
do
remember
have
that
that.
stuff.
That's right.
I do. Yeah. But he likes doing things old school with his brain, which he doesn't use. So
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, Lin's doing his best.
yeah, he's got all these tools. Too bad he's stupid.
What about you, Tisha? Level 11.
I didn't get any additional spells, but I can change my spells around, which I'm doing. But what I did get was improved Divine Smite. So whenever I hit with a melee weapon, the target takes an additional 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So, and it doesn't cost me any action or anything like that.
Okay. Nice. So, nice level ups all around. Everyone
Mhm.
got something pretty good. And I think what I do like about this season so far is I feel like I've matched the enemies more with your challenge rating correctly than in previous seasons.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Lin is not like Lin got really hurt last episode. Was it like 39 out of 60 hit points?
Yeah.
That's right, out of 55 hit points. So
Because I feel like I took it easy on you guys in the first season, especially. And now we're not doing that anymore. But so let's get back into the story now that you've leveled up because you solved the case.
And we've long rested, right?
At least 2 of you have.
I've long rested.
I have not.
Yeah, Lin and Shannon have. But Rux and Bae were last at Deli Furtado, had lunch with Marcel pulled pork, and there is now a game night happening tonight. Also, Meoward Applesauce is coming over and bringing something that's slow cooked.
Yeah, also, where are you doing this game night? Because if you're on the run, you are doing it in like the sewer? Or like
I
you
was
just becoming
wondering that honestly last episode, but you guys seem to have a handle, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was pretty sure they're coming back to the agency, but also
We didn't invite rice balls.
I know.
Fine.
So, I mean, are you guys going to have it at the agency, or you guys want to switch this up? Because you guys can have this conversation in game. You guys are apart, but
Hmm.
do both of you need long rests, or do you need short rests? Like, do you need an 8-hour or 4-hour?
Oh, full rest. Full rest.
Okay.
I don't really need a rest. I'm fine.
Then this communication can happen later in the night, or if you guys can think of it and think of something to move it. But otherwise, there's a game night happening at the agency. So, and you've scared away rice balls for now.
Without
Yeah.
asking any questions.
Yes, without asking a single question or noticing anything at all.
Okay, what does plainclothes look like? I assume it's like every plainclothes cop where he's wearing like Adidas socks pulled up as tall as they can go. Like immaculate socks and like fucking like predator sunglasses, like
Baseball cap.
baseball cap.
The cap and glasses is dead on. He's wearing like just oversized jeans that are kind of torn up and ripped up. It's not as pressed as you would normally think a plainclothes cop would be.
Like probably not on the job. He's just stalking me on his personal time. Fantastic.
I will say that Rux could use to rest if it's possible.
Where are you resting? Are you going back to the agency?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I still have my oversized hat.
Yes, that's right. You are still disguised. Okay, perfect. Then let's have you make your way to the agency. Roll perception, Bae and Rux, as you're approaching.
22.
7.
Bae is looking for stuff on the ground to pick up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're back in goo form instead of raccoon form.
What do I find? Also, rec goo form. Thank you.
Ragu. Yep. Well, you did find pasta sauce that you picked up.
Regu.
Yeah. And some more cigarette butts. I don't think you've had a lot of cigarette butts lately. The Capitan's
Well.
been using them all and cooking, so we'll give you some new
Game night
ones.
snacks are on me.
Mm-hmm.
In me, I guess.
But you do, Rux, you're very careful as you're approaching, making sure you're not on any extra cameras than you need to be aside from the agencies. And you're able to sneak in without being noticed by anyone. You are certain of that. But we'll let now, Rux, you said you need to rest.
Yes, if
Okay.
possible.
What about you, Bae? Are you okay? You said you seem fine, but
I mean, I'd like to rest if we can.
sure. We can give you guys a long rest. It's going to take you into the late evening or early evening, I guess. Lin and Shannon are going to wake up with about 3 hours before game night starts. Rux and Bae, you're going to wake up about an hour before. So Lin and Shannon have about 2 hours before the other two wake up to do whatever you want before this game night. / interrogation of Marcel.
Ooh.
Yeah, so definitely Shannon is El Capitan, if you could assist me in the kitchen to begin preparing the meals for today.
They'll put their little chef hat on. Oh,
So yes, you will follow my lead closely, and then we will work together. Lin Spectre, boss man, I need you to make sure that the play area that we will be partaking in libations and foolery is fully prepared and not embarrassing to look at.
Sorry, I just totally spaced.
you're good. You're planning for the party. Le Capitan and Shannon are in the kitchen. Le Capitan's gonna like jump up on Shannon's shoulders and actually like grab onto Shannon's hair and start pulling left and right like a little ratatouille.
Yes, like the French people in the War of 2017. when the rats took over their minds and helped them win through cooking prowess of the rats.
Oh,
I
But-
mean, I always love when El Capitan take over my kitchen. Sarcasm.
Raccoon starts humming the French national anthem.
Ooh, the French national anthem.
Yep. We all know that one. That very well-known national anthem.
I'm just thinking of the American national anthem.
Oui, escargot. Oui.
Anyway,
I did
So-
it. That was the French national anthem.
That was
that's
it.
the French national anthem. Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot the.
I mean,
We're sorry, France.
I'm not.
Yeah, we're not. Anyways, so I'm assuming that you came in and told Lin that he's hosting a party, right?
Yeah.
Like you just came in and you're like, surprise, you're hosting a party.
I think that like Rux at least was able to text you, so when you woke up, you were like, "Oh shit."
Yes.
Yeah. Rux, while they were eating, Rux would have texted, "Hey, game night, 7 p.m. our place," and Shannon. So they got a group text going.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Great. So I just have to plan for how many people?
Rux left that one on red.
Great. Fantastic. I love when this happens.
If I'm not mistaken, dear Inspector of Titties, if I'm not mistaken, I think that we agreed that we would invite Meoward, Applesauce, and the other one, Marcel Pip. That one, Marcel.
Wow.
Oop.
I think that was so funny.
Yeah, because I also have a date tonight, guys. That's why I didn't know that we would be having a game night. I mean, it's kind of good for a first date, but like I was hoping for something a little more intimate.
You want something more intimate? You're terrible at talking to people, so maybe it's good to have us here.
We can't make out on the kitchen counter if you guys are out here. So
Bold of
We
you
need
to
to
think
have-
you'll get that far with your terrible social skills.
Oh.
you guys need to tell him that I pull, okay? Like,
There's no one here but us, because remember, text message. You got it.
me talking to myself, you guys,
El Capitan's
muttering to
listening.
myself.
Oh.
Can't wait till they get back and they tell you.
Remember, this is primarily for us to gain information. So, please make your courting secondary to getting pertinent information from Marcel Pulled Pork, because I just remembered his name.
Lin looks like you like psychic damaged him. But okay. He starts making 7-layer dip.
What are the 7 layers?
You're supposed to
Perfect.
I'm cooking. You're supposed to be cleaning.
You want me to not cook in my own house?
I told you that. You see, and I'm like pointing to Le Capitan, like pulling my hair. I'm cooking.
Oh.
You go clean.
Okay.
You know, in Ratatouille, the rat knew how to cook. I don't know if we want to let.
Everything cigarettes.
There's a disembodied voice saying for me to not trust you, Le Capitan.
Ooh, you get a text that says, "I sense."
The Capitan will make their own stew then.
We're watching you dumbasses on the camera. Take the raccoon off your head.
So Lin and Shannon will start preparing for this party. We'll let Bae and Rux also wake up. So go ahead and take your long rest and reset everything.
Oh, lovely.
You've got 1 hour before people show up. Is there anything you need to do last minute before this happens?
Is there anything that we need to hide?
I'm just gonna do like a quick once over, make sure there isn't a bunch of like overtly personal stuff.
Or is there anything like that could like do we have anything that could like implicate us or anything like that for being at the science lab at non-binary at NB's thing? Because I don't
Okay.
want Marcel to walk in and be like, "Oh, how do you like? What is this?"
Okay, so I think you can take some time to hide any sort of gender fluid paraphernalia that you have, the flavors that you bought. Those can be hidden away. So we'll make sure that anything that is gender fluid related is not in view. That's fine.
Rux will announce, okay, so I try to do a little bit of digging over lunch just to see what kind of information and the kind of vibe I got from my dear friend, Dr. Marcel. So we know he's the lead scientist. We found that out, right, when we were at the gender fluid place. He's been the lead scientist for a year, but he's been there for 4 years. So in the past year, he's the guy that monitors the things that are being produced, right? These gender fluid gummy things. And you know how we had some of the gender fluid gummies that were bad? Well, I asked if those were like a mistake that they threw out, because they throw all their mistakes into that sewer place that the Bae's cousins come out of. But he said no. And then I asked if it was a flavor that they made, and he got real mayonnaise mouthy and didn't answer.
So the ones that get you super like fucked up are probably a weird flavor.
I mean, I don't know if they were like something that they were working on, but like I said, he kind of closed up real quick when I asked about it.
So we need to make sure that we are getting lots of information from him. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we're gonna ask. Like, hey, buddy, did you maybe create some kind of really bad drug that's being passed around? It's making people sick and gross and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, after a few drink, you can ask people pretty much anything.
I mean, does he know that they're making the little goo monsters?
It's a good question.
Not you, Bae. Your cousins.
Oh, okay.
It's a good question. I think that is what we will have to do.
But also, what about me? I don't know what happened.
Like how you were made? You think that you were made, or you think you were just like born of something?
Is Dr. Pulled Pork my mommy?
I could be. I mean, how old are you?
I don't know.
What's the first thing you remember?
There was a man named Ronald Reagan.
Oh, okay. I think that you're older than a year, so I'm not sure if we'll get a lot of information from Dr. Pulled Pork.
Okay.
But he might have access to some historical documents of the company that they're hiding. Maybe get some clues there. But that's my 2 cents. Like the things maybe we should try to figure out is, number one, does he know that they're creating the what are they called again?
Fatberg.
Does he know they're creating those Fatbergs? And these Max gummies, does he know anything about the bad ones and where they came from?
Okay, so we need to ask him if he know where Max Gummy come from.
No, the bad
The
Max
bad one,
gummies.
where bad Max Gummy come from. And if gender fluid know about the creature in the sewer?
Yeah, the Fatbergs.
Yeah.
And if they know anything about where Bae comes from.
Okay, we have our 3 question. Meoward is over because I thought it'd be good to have someone call the police or something, call the authorities if we, died in ghost house. And so now, because we are not dead, I have to go on the date. He is not complaining. You can tell from his face.
Okay, it seems like you are prepared for this game night / date night. So let's have the doorbell ring for your first guest. And while you're checking the cameras to see who it is, I'm going to take the listeners into the gay agenda.
Clap, clap, clap. Is that the sound that happens with the gay agenda?
No. That's the outro for season 1 through 3.
It's the news.
Mm-hmm. And what's the name of this podcast?
the podcast is Roll Gay Roleplay, and this is the Gay Agenda. First, a little update about the season. I had mentioned a couple months ago that this season would be weekly up until the finale this summer. However, there will be 1 week in the upcoming month or so, where we will stray from the story for a crossover episode. I will let you know when that exact date is, but from what they said, it is going to be a very fun episode. I'm so excited about it. Also, this is the last week that I am collecting surveys for my LGBTQ travel adventure. If you haven't taken the survey yet, please do so. The more responses I get, the more options I get to choose from with the company. Japan, Colorado, Yellowstone, and Thailand are high on the list right now. Very different landscapes. The survey is in the episode notes. I have made it as easy as possible for you. All you have to do is click the link. Speaking of links, if you go to rollgayroleplay.com, you'll find links to everything RGRP, like merch, social media, our Discord channel, and our Patreon. Actually, in our Patreon, there is an, I think, 8-episode saga that is coming to an end soon, attempting to save the soul of little Dilla. Our little buddy got themselves stuck somewhere, and Queen Tara has been on their trail to save them ever since. In the episode that is coming out tomorrow, I get more groans from Brandle and Tisha than I've gotten in a really long time, and I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of this next episode. I liked it. They didn't like it, but I liked it. And before we get back to the groans and laughs in this episode, we have a message from some of our friends.
We gave you tips and tricks to elevate your game and develop the art of dungeon mastery. Now we're taking you along on our adventures in our homebrew world, Hymurin. Come along and adventure with us every other Tuesday. You can find us where all great podcasts are heard, on social media, and on the web at thedungeonmastersdojo.com. We'll see you next time in Hymurin.
Lynn's going to check the camera and see that Meoward is there holding a few different trays of things.
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of food, y'all. Oh, he's gonna open the door and let me take one. Let me take one. Let me take some off your hands.
Thanks. Yeah, I made a lot. I know you guys were all going to be here, I figured. So, yeah, there's...
That's okay. 1 second. So that is weird because I did not know that they were all going to be there.
Well, Meoward said he was bringing food for everyone.
That's a good point. So it's not sneaky. I'm just silly.
So you've got buffalo chicken dip in that one. I've got chicken parm sandwiches here. I've also got some...
Oh, wow.
I've got a Caesar salad in this one. I slow cooked some chicken. It's vegan chicken. It's chicken with no vowels.
It's chicken.
Yeah, and that one is a sweet and spicy barbecue. Oh, and I brought like 4 gloves of wine, the fisting size. I hope that's enough.
Oh, don't say wine to me.
Oh,
It's okay. It's not your fault. I had a case recently where I was forced to drink too much and still recovering, you know.
oh.
I don't remember anybody.
No, I was forced to drink too much.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sure, it happens. Well then, just I guess more for me. Hi everyone. Meoward, if you didn't.
Hey, I wouldn't mind some of that wine. Fisting size, is that the smaller size?
No.
That's...
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay.
How far does
sorry.
yours go up, Randall?
Hang on, let me check my tattoo bands.
Oh. Okay. The
That's the
link.
reason I did not get those tattoo
Got
bands.
it.
I was like, oh no, it can't be that.
Oh, every time I see somebody with those, I'm like, oh,
Yes.
okay. That's a fun tribal you got there.
Now that's what I'm gonna see.
Yeah, and when you see multiple, it's like they've been progressing, you know?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's like when parents mark the height.
I wouldn't mind some of that wine there.
Sure.
Actually,
Yeah, absolutely.
that sounds
Here.
good. Let me get some glasses and I'll.
Oh, glasses. What the hell are those?
Oh,
We live in a society.
You can't escape it.
I meant fingers.
Oh, you got finger. Yeah, yeah.
Ugh. How do we share a glove of wine? Do we each grab a finger
You might
of
have
the glove?
maybe you have fingers in like the cabinet.
Yeah, we have fingers that you can just pour a little shot size
Mhm.
finger of wine into.
What a
Maybe they have stems on them because they're fancy.
the worlds you build, Kris.
This is also this is our Patreon. Our Patreon picked this, so thank you guys for doing that. It's
You
all
gave them the option. Like
I
you,
gave
like
them a
they
lot of
made it up
options.
out of nowhere. You
Okay, yeah, that's not. It's from my mind. Fine, you're right. So was the water guns, but the buckets. I think the buckets was Mark, actually.
The basket and
Icon.
buckets vendor. There was a basket and buckets vendor.
Yes, but you drank out of buckets because Mark wanted to drink, Hogan wanted to drink the same that Edwin was drinking out of.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So we canonically made buckets a thing.
Bae brings out a bucket full of fingers for everyone to
Love it.
Applesauce. That's an interesting surname. Well, where's that from?
Oh, from Washington?
Oh, okay. The state?
Yeah. You know how like people who are Italian say they're like Tuscan? I'm Washington.
Okay. Nice. Cool. So
Mhm. Where's oh man, hang on. Baldacchino from?
Baldacchino is from Malta.
Oh. I love those type of dogs.
Yeah, no, not the that same thing. I think that might be different, but I don't know nothing about dogs.
Are you two gonna get married?
But no, I don't think that. I mean, do you want to get married? No. Right? No.
No, no.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about Lin.
Oh.
Me?
Are you guys in love?
Oh.
Oh, well, we are just playing games tonight, so
Yes, I am looking forward to the games, definitely.
Bae turns on music and it's quit playing games with my heart.
Look, Happy Dancer's doing boy band moves.
Nice.
okay. Lin is starting to flush a little. He's gonna turn it off, and he's just gonna put on some like normal. We're gonna play some board game, and it's gonna be really fun.
Okay, sounds good.
Playing with the Queen of Hearts by Juice Newton.
The doorbell will ring once again. If you look at the camera, you see it is Dr. Pulled Pork. Whoever will open the door, Dr. Drug will be there. Ah, thanks for having me up for game night. Hello, everyone. Again,
Hey, buddy.
Rux.
Hello. My name is Lin. Welcome to my little, house, and we're gonna play some games.
Great. I love games. I did bring some gummies for everybody if anyone wants to get fucked up. Dr. Drug.
Nice. These are the regular ones, right?
Oh yes, these are market. We're good.
Okay.
Luna's gonna look at Meoward. What does Meoward look like when Marcel's like, "Hey guys, we're playing board games. Let's do some drugs." Not that I'm judging, but like,
I think Meoward is. I rolled. You know what? I think whatever Meoward thinks, he's hiding it very well. If he's got any issue with it, he's kind of like, "Oh, okay, sure."
okay, this guy's a little trashier than I thought.
Yeah. Marcel's like, I mean, it's a way to party. It is a party after all, right? So.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not gonna. Obviously, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, sometimes the rules are easier.
When you're high out of your mind.
You know how easy a game is to win when everybody's high?
I'm not speaking from experience whatsoever.
Dr. Drug will pull a handful of gummies out and hold them out. And he's going to grab one and take one. Anyone else? Dr. Drugs! Give it out, drugs! It's like a prescription, technically.
I'll take one, but I'll save it for later.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, gotta get the, make yourself at home, by the way. I'm gonna get everything set up and stuff. I got Carcassonne here. If anybody else has a different board game.
As us, if you guys want to play Sorry, I always love. I love how there is always chance and landing on someone and sending them back home.
Yeah, I don't think you could play Sorry with 6 people.
We can with Future Sorry.
Oh.
I can make holographic board game.
Okay.
Whatever size I want.
Bae pulls out Monopoly Soul Quest City Edition.
Yes.
I love that.
Little like hat pieces floating around inside of you.
Like it's got like the shitty place is the horny ornithologist.
Yes.
Is it the version with the credit card machine where we all just have credits on a machine instead of actual cash money because
Yes,
it's
of
the
course.
future?
Not a thing anymore.
You just swipe your card to buy somewhere. That's so boring.
Yeah, you guys can start playing games during the night. Anyone else taking gummies or is it just Marcel?
Lin might later in the night if they don't start getting the information that they need.
Okay.
But he is going to offer everyone some beers. He went very Super Bowl for the snacks.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marcel and Meoward will both take a beer.
Nice.
So we're playing board games. Let's where does the conversation go? How are you guys handling this?
Okay, so I think that we let them get a little game or two in. They start to relax, and then we hit them. That's kind of what I thought the vibes were.
Bae's just going with the flow.
Rux will, while they're playing, hold up the gummy and say, "Man, I can't believe it. Those other gummies, remember, they look just the same, right?"
Oh, yes. Yes. You guys asked me to look into that. I forgot to tell you guys about this. So, yes, there is a difference. There seem to be gummies that were mixed with direct sewage.
Oh.
And that was what you guys ended up taking, or what you took, Rux. And that's why you kind of smelled like it, because, you kind of ate shit. I hate to say that to your face.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Constitution saving throw.
Just throws up right at the table.
I got a 17, so I look queasy, but I don't throw up at the table. You're welcome.
Yeah, I think Meoward also has, his hand over his face.
Yeah, I've probably had worse, no fur off my back, but so how could they get mixed with direct sewage? At the gender fluid plant, they actually got sewage in their line or something?
Oh, well, gender fluid doesn't make max gummies, Rux.
Oh, they don't?
No. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, I don't know why. I just thought that they did. Who makes max gummies?
Well, it's a drug.
But your doctor drug.
Uh-oh.
So people make it at home?
Okay, I also have Zone of Truth, y'all.
Can I say, okay, if Gender Fluid, the company, did not make these Max gummies, did one of the scientists unofficially make it?
Ooh, wait. I am going to cast Read Thoughts.
Okay.
Is that okay on y'all? Okay, so I'm going to use my one channel divinity. One of my channel divinities. I have to get one of those charges gone.
And I got a 15 on insight.
Nice. Can Marcel make a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. Natural one.
Yeah,
Nice.
he super fails. On a success, I can't use this feature again until I do a long rest, but I can read his surface thoughts for about a minute.
Okay.
So I want to do it when they're saying, who makes the max gummies if gender fluid does it?
Yeah, he's a little panicky. That's his surface thoughts. Yeah. He's a little panicky at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I just get them. I just get them from the clubs.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So, man, but there were a lot of those bad ones, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And you got them from the clubs, right? Is that where you said you got them?
No, I think we got these ones from, what's his name? Oh gosh, you know his name, Marcel. What's his name?
Wrestler, man.
No, Marcel. What's the guy's name that I got those bad ones from? Can I do performance persuasion? So I'm trying to trick him into saying a name.
Yeah.
Admitting that he knows
Go
who
ahead.
Persuasion.
Yeah, if you're going with a trickery, I'll say persuasion. Yeah.
Okay.
I also, as part of my read thoughts, can say I can cast a suggestion as an action on the target without expending a spell slot. So I might just be like, it's okay, you can relax. You got friends here, you know?
Dirty 20.
Damn.
Nice.
What was the question
So-
on that again?
He said, where did you get the bad ones from? And I
Oh,
was like,
yes.
oh yeah, you know his name. You know that person's name. Oh geez, I can't remember. What's their name? You know, Marcel.
Oh, did you get them from Tommy directly?
Well, Tommy Wasabi, he gave them to this wrestler guy.
Oh, silver powder.
Silver Powder. Yeah, that's it.
Silver powder. Yes.
That's the name. So I think so. From what Silver Powder said, I think Silver Powder got them from Tommy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would make sense that Tommy did that. Yep.
But I'm not sure. just
What do his thoughts say?
Oh, he's in full panic trying to remember things at this point.
yeah.
Lynn's gonna throw like a covert, like, keep going, like,
Oh, speaking of Tommy, that guy died, and somebody's trying to pin his murder on me.
Yeah, I did see that you're wanted for that. I couldn't believe that. I mean, obviously you didn't do that, right?
Obviously, right? You believe me. You believe
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I could never.
No.
I would
does
never.
Does he believe Rux?
He knows. He knows what.
Zastasha's new song, Murder Lion, starts playing on the radio.
I think that he's a little bit concerned whether it might be Rux.
I mean, listen, and because you're my buddy, right? We share things. We're friends.
Uh-huh.
I knew the guy, right? I'd seen him before, but and I knew he gave the drugs
Yeah.
to the other places. I don't know why. I just thought they were manufactured at gluten-free, at gender fluid.
Oh, well, I mean, there's definitely the capability to do it there. But yeah, Tommy didn't manufacture anything. He was just a delivery guy. But that's why it makes sense that anyone got them from him.
Yeah, but
Silver powder and otherwise.
why would somebody want him dead?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I feel sorry for the guy and his husband.
Can I get another finger of wine?
Oh, of
Another beer?
course. Here you go.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
Just load him up.
Uh-huh.
Give him
Yep.
3 fingers, actually. Yeah.
Marcel's going to take another gummy out of his pocket and pop it in his mouth.
I'm sure that's helping.
Another.
Huh? What? It's game night. Anyone else? I got more. I'll just throw some on the counter or on the table.
Do I need to do perception to take a look at how Meoward? Because this is supposed to be a fun little night, and it's turning very clearly into an interrogation. Like, this is work, not pleasure. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
I kind of pictured this more as you guys are putting it's your turn and we're talking in between turns. And stuff.
okay, so you're kind of like talking sotto voce or whatever,
Yeah.
or like to the side. Okay, nice. I like that a lot more than just like you are grilling this man in front of.
No,
my
I just figure
gate.
we're all sitting around a table.
Well, why don't you roll insight to see how you think Meoward's time is going?
Insight? Okay, sorry. So I rolled a 2 and I get a +9 on insight, so that's an 11.
Okay, you think Meoward's having a good time?
Okay. And then, wow, this food is so good. You have to understand. I'm a huge snob about cooking. Try my bean dip. Has Meoward eaten any of my food?
Oh yeah, Meoward's tried everything that you've made.
I thought you didn't make food. I thought Shannon did.
No, I made at least one thing.
The 7-layer bean dip,
I made the 7-layer bean dip.
which we don't know what the layers are.
Cigarettes. I'm joking.
Knew it.
That's not
1
one of the
through
layers.
6 cigarettes.
Right, it's 3 of the layer, exactly. 1 layer beans, the other layer is cigarettes.
Nicotine beans. They exist in the future.
Meoward seems to be having a good time though. Enjoying himself, eating all the food, having some wine and beer, a little inebriated. You'll see Meoward even like reach for one of the gummies.
Oh,
I'm gonna have one, just one.
they're really fun. Just watch out for. There's no headache after the good ones, right?
No, the good ones seem to have no adverse side effects.
Sometimes the mixtures smell bad.
Nah, not these ones. Look, and you wanna do a pop into each other's mouths?
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. So Rux puts one in their mouth and like spits it into Meoward's mouth.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Into Meoward's mouth?
Yeah, that's
Great.
who they were talking to.
Yeah.
It's like when you blow smoke, but it's a gummy.
It's like you guys kissed.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to see. Hey, Lynn, I'm just trying to see how willing he is to swap.
Hey, I'm just spitting food into his
Swap
mouth.
spit.
What's wrong?
Well, Meoward was willing, so Meoward catches it, and actually, like when it shoots up in the air, Meoward's ears kind of perk up and eyes widen.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh,
Move their head really quickly to grab it.
The furries are winning, guys. We all went, the furries are winning.
And Meoward will do the same back. Just put one in its mouth and shoot him up in the air towards Rux.
Rux catches it, or opens their mouth at least and attempts to catch it.
Okay, we can say you can catch it. I feel like you're good enough at that.
Okay.
Great. Then a few more people have had some Max gummies for the evening. And yeah, Meoward seems to be having a good time. The Capitan goes around to refill everybody's drinks, gets the bottles, collects them, and just kind of puts them in the corner. Not in the recycling bin, not in the garbage, just in a corner.
Because they're gloves.
Because they're gloves.
So, have we played another couple games? I'm assuming.
Yeah, we can say the night continues. People who are inebriated get a little bit more inebriated. The Max gummies start to kick in, and everyone's having a pretty nice time for those that are partaking.
Does anyone have anything that they want to do? Because I might cast Zone of Truth.
I don't know. I'm trying to get. I just want to make. I want to try and make Dr. Marcel as comfortable as possible and like friendly and joking around.
Mm-hmm.
We can cast Fast Friends.
Can Bae make a sleight of hand because they're cheating at Monopoly?
Yeah, absolutely. Please do.
Oof. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I got an 8, but there's a way to make this better.
You're poorly. Ooh, everyone else needs to do a perception check if you're drunk.
Yep. Perception with disadvantage
'Kay.
for those that have partaken. Meoward got a 4. Marcel got a 3.
Oh, thank God.
11.
Yeah, I got an 18.
Oh.
I don't say anything, though.
Lin doesn't care.
Who doesn't care?
I think you guys are probably used to it, so you notice.
Yeah, we've been friends for a long time.
Bae's up to their shit again.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so Marcel's having a good time. The conversation seemed to have steered a little bit away from anything that was concerning him, so now he's just back to having a good time. You're going to have to do more to get something out of him, though.
I know.
Hey, if let's say that I was wanting to buy some of these, and maybe not necessarily from the club because I can't really, I'm worried. And Lin is really, Lin doesn't want to take any because they don't want to accidentally eat sewage again. So if I wanted to get some for us, where could I go that I would know that, hey, these are quality?
That's why you buy them at the clubs, because the clubs at least check them before they give them out to people. When you buy them from someone like on the street, like Tommy was doing, that's kind of different.
If I wanted to maybe go direct to the source, where would I go?
Roll
Just for that extra level of, safety.
a charisma check for me. Just roll straight charisma.
Straight charisma. Okay.
Is there anything that we can do to give Rux advantage?
30.
Oof.
Jesus
They don't need it.
Christ. Never mind. He's been secretly in love with you this entire time.
Yeah, Marcel, that was basically. Yep, we're good. You know what, Rux? Yeah, you can come to me. You can come to me, buddy, and I will take care of you. I've got a connection to the good shit. This all in my pocket is direct.
Hey, nice. Okay.
I've decided to
Mm.
take over Tommy's deliveries to the clubs, and I told myself I wouldn't do any extracurriculars like he was doing, but for you, Rux, Dr. Drug is yours.
Hey, you know what? That's what I
Aw.
like about you, buddy. You're always honest with me. And that's why we're such good friends, eh? And Rux
Can we do insight?
pulls them into a headlock and like does a noogie.
Oh. Or are you doing insight on Rux?
No, I want to see if Pulled Pork's like, listen, I'm always here for you.
I told you, a 30 fell in love. Like, noticed how pretty your eyes look.
Also, Marcel's tripping right now.
Yeah.
Marcel's gonna love everything, and Rux is fluffy, like furry, you know?
Okay.
We said furry too much this
The
episode.
furries are winning. Like, this
Yeah.
podcast has just become.
Uh,
That's it.
and hey, buddy, you know what? Actually, that kind of makes me nervous. You said you took over for Tommy? I don't want something like what happened to him happen to you.
You care about his safety.
I appreciate that. The drug line of work isn't always safe. So, understood.
Okay, I mean, what steps are you taking to make sure that doesn't happen?
Well, I've worked with them for a while. I just took a new position with them. I guess since we're talking about it, Rux, I'm the supplier.
Oh,
I make Max gummies in gender fluid on the side.
oh, that makes sense. I mean, you know what? stick it to the man. If they're not treating you right, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and if we're being honest, because 30 charisma, man, I love you.
It's like
I guess I'm also a little bit at fault for the bad ones.
oh
Yeah?
Interesting.
The formula kind of calls for some additives. It's a failed gender fluid flavor that I learned can be mixed with gelatin and a little bit of surface waste. And that's what gives it the effects that it has.
Right.
But I dug a little deep on one of the sewage dives and just picked up a little extra. So that's my fault. I'm sorry that it happened to you, but
I mean,
I tried to get him off the streets as fast as possible.
yeah, I mean, here nor there, right?
Okay, cool. I'm glad we're good about that. I mean, if you ever want a side job, I'm sure I can get my boss to work with you.
Well, I gotta be careful because, there's a few bosses that don't necessarily want to work with me. What's this one?
Oh, it's great. You don't even have to ever meet them either. We just communicate via email.
Katie, I need your help here. What was
Yeah.
What was the name of the boss from the computer?
Ooh, yes.
From Tommy Wasabi's computer?
It's like the submarine white.
Yeah, it's like it was some weird
On the nose.
submarine.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I don't trust him.
So like what would I be doing?
Well, I mean, if you want to take over the deliveries, I can go back to mainly producing. I'm kind of doing 2 jobs right now on top of working at Gender Fluid. You'd just be taking the drugs. I drop off the drugs in the morning at the zoo, and then the distributor picks it up at the zoo and distributes it to the clubs throughout the week.
So I would just take it from you and take it just to the zoo, or I would come to the zoo and then take it to the clubs.
Yeah, you'd pick it up at the zoo and then take it to the clubs on their respective days. There's a set schedule you follow, drop them off, take the money from the guy in the back. Easy as that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty easy. Let me think about it, right?
Okay. Yeah, let me know. I'll get you in contact with my boss if you want to.
Yeah. But like I said, some bosses around here, I don't know if you know nothing about my past or something, but there's some things that I don't talk about, and my past is one of them, and that's a reason why. So what's the boss's name again?
Oh, they go by Submarine.
Submarine. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that. So I think I'd be good.
Cool.
Sounds good. You want another drink?
Yeah, definitely. Dr. Drugs. Oh, more drugs too. And he's gonna reach in his pocket and pull out another drug.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Lynn's gonna finally take one.
He's gonna overdose on weed.
Great. We'll have game night, date night continue. More drugs and drinks being passed around, food being eaten, and I think with what you have, that's a good place to end this episode.
Yeah.
Yatsu.
Yeah, we've got some new information, and we'll have a new case starting on the next episode of Roll Gay Roleplay. But until then, I'm Kris the DM. You can find me on all social media at Kris Drinks Lemonade.
I'm Tisha. You can find me in the Discord, talking trash.
I'm Brandle, and you can also find me in the Discord reading all of your theories because you guys are better at puzzles than we are.
It's so true. Hi, my name is Katie, and you can find me in Lethal Company getting eaten by dogs.
Oof.
And I'm Jonathan.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
An RGRP LLC production. Music by Joe Barsanti.